For Mom and Dad.
Tony Semler rings the church bell at the Iglesia de San Antonio in Tiffany, Colorado.
Mom and Dad were also caretakers for many years.
Her parents taught her to cherish the church and community it serves.
Mom made us understand the honor in doing that kind of job, in giving your best to God.
The bell here first called the faithful to worship in 1928. The Catholic Church served as the cornerstone of life for many in southwestern Colorado.
Hispanic folks came into the area, coming up into Colorado through the San Luis Valley, and they spread west as miners, as farmers, as ranchers.
As they settled, they built small churches to serve their new communities. Many of those communities have faded from the landscape.
And so to have a church that's still active in an old building that's adobe is pretty exciting.
The church bell rings now, not as a call to worship, but a call to action. The Iglesia de San Antonio needs help.
It's not under-engineered per se, it's what was done, and they weren't really accounting for the 100-year life, I think.
Age and deterioration of this unique church led it to being listed on the Endangered Places list in 2019. That spurred some initial grant money to fund an architectural study.
Foundation is not totally solid. It's not reinforced with steel, so it's able to move around a little. And then also the vaulted ceiling has been bowing the walls out.
The windows are in really bad condition. They have a contact paper on there, and it was kind of a poor man's version of stained glass.
Now it's up to the architects and engineers to chart a path forward.
Part of the challenge is restoring those windows without taking that contact paper off.
It's this balance of finding the sweet spot between holding the structure together and not damaging what's already there. And that's really what makes historic structural engineering quite a challenge.
It's a challenge that's often compounded by the unexpected.
When we took up a portion of the floor, we found a lot of termite damage, and the floor framing's in contact with the ground, and so there's a lot of rot. When you find something like that, the dollar amount for the restoration immediately increases.
Those added expenses may slow the project, but those involved know how to keep things manageable.
We're going to have more phases now, and we can make it so that each phase will be grouped so that you can do the required cash match.
Patience is key, because while progress will be slow, it is still progress.
Once this building is restored, that more people will see it and will learn about the importance of these buildings within the community.
It was a privileged feeling.
Those who grew up in this church know their faith and lessons learned within these walls will carry them forward.
While we were here cleaning, she'd let us go up and play the organ a little bit, and then she'd say, "Bueno, suficiente, get back to work."
And they know there's still a lot of work to do.